Is China pre-positioning vast numbers of soldiers, spies, and saboteurs in the U.S. communities for future conflict? Michael Snyder reports there's been a dramatic spike in the number of Chinese nationals that are coming across our borders. The vast majority of them are men, and the vast majority of these men are of military age. Most of the time, when these men are intercepted by U.S. officials, they claim that they have come to apply for asylum in the United States. Of course, they know that their court dates will be set far into the future because our system is being absolutely overwhelmed by asylum seekers right now. As they wait for their court dates, most of them are released into the United States and are permitted to go wherever they want. So what this means is that thousands upon thousands of Chinese men of military age have been allowed into this country, and we don't know where they are or what they're doing. According to Fox News, the number of Chinese nationals that are being encountered at our borders far exceeds anything that we have ever seen before. So far, in fiscal year 2023, U.S. Customs and Border Protection encountered nearly 40,000 Chinese nationals on both the southern and northern borders, far surpassing the approximately 23,500 and 27,800 encountered in fiscal years 2021 and 2022, respectively. In July, more than 6,000 crossed the border in just 2 months after COVID-19 era rule that allowed for expelling illegal migrants, quickly known as Title 42, expired. Obviously, these Chinese nationals do not walk to our borders from China, so how did they get here? Well, it's being reported that many of them begin their journeys in the nation of Ecuador. The Chinese migrants typically start their journey in Ecuador, which is visa-free for Chinese citizens, as per the diplomat. From there, they head to Necoclí, a town in Colombia's northern coast, which then leads to the Darien Gap, a 66-mile dense jungle reportedly filled with armed guerrillas, drug traffickers, and deadly biodiversity. Some who undertake the treacherous journey allegedly pay smugglers up to a whopping $35,000 for help. This is a major national security issue, but the Biden administration is not doing anything about this. Needless to say, this is greatly frustrating many Republicans. In fact, the chair of the Homeland Security Committee in the House of Representatives recently told the Daily Mail that he is concerned that China may be sending these men here for a specific purpose. Homeland Security Security Committee Chairman Mark Green, Republican from Tennessee, told Daily Mail that there has been a massive increase of Chinese nationals tied to the People's Liberation Army PLA that have gained access to the U.S. by crossing over the border. And there have been over 17,800 Chinese nationals released into the U.S. this year alone, he claimed. Green called the stupidity of the Biden administration's border policies currently in place mind-blowing because now Chinese spies could act as saboteurs in the same manner Russian military men established residency in Ukraine before the invasion. I think that Green's concerns are quite justified. Just as rumors of a potential conflict between the U.S. and China are reaching a crescendo, we're seeing Chinese men cross our borders in much larger numbers than ever before, and they appear to be doing it in groups. Earlier this year, one reporter released video footage that showed hundreds of military-aged Chinese men in Panama heading towards the U.S. border. A reporter released new videos that appears to show hundreds of military-aged Chinese men in Panama heading towards the U.S. border. MacRacker.com founder Anthony Rubin said on Fox and Friends First Wednesday that every day, multiple times a day, groups of men are lining up and getting on buses to continue their journeys. There appears to be at least some level of coordination to these efforts. And once they get here, Chinese nationals often end up in places where they are not supposed to be. The Chinese nationals posed as tourists, quote-unquote, wandering onto a missile launch site in New Mexico, as first reported by Wall Street Journal. In addition, some reportedly staged as scuba divers in order to get close to a Florida rocket launch site, while others claim to be staying on an army base in Alaska. The operatives have reportedly claimed to be tourists who are lost and unable to find their way to a Burger King or McDonald's coincidentally close to a U.S. military base. These are just the ones that have been caught. How many other spies have successfully completed their missions without being caught? Once migrants are released into this country, they can literally go anywhere. Lately, there's been a tremendous crime wave in Oakland County, Michigan. It's quite a long way from the southern border. It turns out that transnational gangs from South America are specifically targeting expensive homes in the area. So far, they've been very successful. Transnational gangs from South America committing high-end burglaries on upscale homes in Michigan, according to law enforcement. Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard is sounding the alarm over a rash of burglaries targeting luxurious homes. Bouchard is warning local residents to secure their homes because illegal immigrants are committing home invasions to steal high-end goods. Let's remember most homes in the United States, in North America, don't have shutters that you can just close and lock like they do in Europe. Anyway, the sheriff said the burglars are stealing jewelry, precious metals, high-end watches, expensive purses, electronics, money, and safes. Bouchard said the robberies have totaled more than $1 million. Of course, the Chinese migrants that are coming across our borders are not here to rob homes. They are here for other reasons. But my point is that once migrants are released into this country, they could end up literally anywhere. At this stage, so many immigrants have poured into her state that even ultra-liberal New York Governor Kathy Hochul is calling for a dramatic increase in border security. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, Democrat, turned into an immigration hawk after the Biden administration has overwhelmed her state, and specifically New York City, with an unceasing flood of thousands upon thousands of migrants. Appearing on CBS News program Face the Nation on Sunday, Hochul called for limits on migration at the border and for a doubling or quadrupling of Border Patrol agents. Hochul cast blame on Republican and Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy rather than Joe Biden, ignoring that it's Biden's policies that have instigated the massive amount of illegal immigration since he took office in 2021. So will the Biden administration finally do something to target this crisis? Probably not. So more Chinese men of military age will arrive with each passing day. And when a war in the United States finally erupts, they will be ready to carry out their assigned tasks. Only a very foolish nation would allow the enemy to preposition tens of thousands of soldiers, spies, and saboteurs, but that is precisely what we are doing in the United States. This is by Michael Snyder. He says about the author, my name is Michael, and my brand new book entitled End Times is now available on Amazon. In addition to my new book, I've written 6 other books available on Amazon, including 7-Year Apocalypse, Lost Prophecies of the Future of America, The Beginning of the End, and Living a Life That Really Matters, Commissions Earned. When you purchase any of these books, you help to support the work that I'm doing, and one way that you can really help is by sending copies as gifts to family and friends. Time is short, and I need help getting these warnings into the hands of as many people as possible. I've also started a brand new Substack newsletter, and I encourage you to subscribe so that you won't miss any of my articles. I've published thousands of articles on the Economic Collapse blog, End of the American Dream, and the Most Important News, and the articles that I publish on those sites are republished on dozens of other prominent websites all over the globe. I always freely and happily allow others to republish my articles on their own websites, and I also ask that they include this about the author section with each article. The material contained in this article is for general information purposes only, and readers should consult licensed professionals before making any legal, business, financial, or health decisions. I encourage you to follow me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, and any way that you can share these articles with others is definitely a great help. These are such troubled times and people need hope. John 3:16 tells us about the hope that God has given us through Jesus Christ. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. If you have not already done so, I strongly urge you to invite Jesus Christ to be your Lord and Savior today. This is by Michael Snyder on the Economic Collapse blog. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.